What's up guys, welcome back to Virtual Reality, to the VR and AR weekly news. Today we will talk about the Hololens 2 of course, then about Undead Citadel for example, some cool DLCs for Firewall Zero and Beat Saber, 5G hub streaming for VR of course, the Oculus Rift S that will perhaps come out in 2 weeks, and I had a video call with Pimax, and I have some very interesting news about the Pimax controllers and the upcoming 8KX from Pimax. So I hope you will like the video and have some fun. Let's go!
VoodooDE.
Will Sony be alone on the VR console market even for the next years and the next generation of VR headsets? This could be, because rumors say that Microsoft will not step into virtual reality even in the next generation, and I don't like this, because there's only Sony. There's nobody else that does that does virtual reality for gaming consoles. So this is bad stuff. I think Microsoft decided that they will go to business only. So we saw the HoloLens, and there's nothing else about Windows Mixed Reality or stuff, and this is bad. I really hope Microsoft will change their decision soon. There's a nice exhibition in Germany, it's called Bauma, so in English that would be building machines. So this is a cool use case where virtual reality is not for gaming but for showcase. So the people that are interested in these building machines go to this exhibition and wear a VR headset. I think this is the Gear VR, and then they see this building machine not only standing there doing nothing but in action. So how does this machine work? How is it when I use it in my factory or stuff? This is a very cool use case that they use at this exhibition in Germany. Hermes goes augmented reality. So there's a new app that's called Hermes Send, and it's available on Android or iOS. And with this app you can send a message to the receiver of the package, an augmented reality message. So if the receiver holds the smartphone over this package that he just received, he will perhaps see a cool figure that is dancing and singing a happy birthday or stuff. Very cool idea by Hermes, and you can check it out if you have an Android or iPhone. Farm VR is a training simulation for farmers that want to be farmers in the future. So this was shown at Melbourne at the farmers exhibition. So you wear a VR headset and then you can see some use cases. How does this machine work? How can I harvest the stuff on my field and something like this? So you can really see what can I expect when I'm a farmer. So people can use training simulations and repair simulations, and for education, and perhaps a good decision what if it's really a good idea to be a farmer in the future. They can really use the machines already before even going on a real field and use the stuff by themselves. Very, very good idea. Farm VR. There's new gameplay stuff from the game Undead Citadel that will be released this year, 2019, on every platform, Vive, Rift and PlayStation VR. And now we will take a look at this. See these cool scenes. So look at the physics engine. Wow. So it actually feels, wow, look at this, as if you really cut the head off in the right direction. They fall in the same direction as the arrow hits them. Wow. Big hammer. this is nice. This is what we need in VR. So this feels very realistic, ultra precise physics combat engine, and we will have over 40 different close combat weapons, as we saw the swords, but we also have a bow and arrow and stuff. We can even hit them with our fists. And this will be a huge campaign with some different zones where we can walk through and solve quests and stuff. And did you see the graphics? It looks so awesome. I'm really looking forward to this game. Undead Citadel. There's a new DLC for one of the most popular VR shooters, Firewall Zero on the PlayStation VR. So we got 2 new characters called Jack and Note. And one of them can carry 3 mines, and the other one can let them explode even if he is already dead. So this is bad. Holy shit. And we also have 3 new weapons. So you can check out this DLC on the PlayStation Store and buy it. And then if you have the game installed, you can of course use it instantly. So if you don't know Firewall Zero, this is one of the best VR shooters on the PlayStation VR, and you should really play it with the aim controller. This is so much fun with the aim controller, and for me it's the best shooter on the PlayStation VR. Firewall Zero. There will finally be a paid DLC coming to Beat Saber in March 2019 for PC and PlayStation VR. So originally it was planned that there were 10 songs released, but now they say it's about 30 new songs. This is really cool, at least for the PlayStation VR users, because we already know that on the PC we can have nearly unlimited songs with the Beat Saber mod. So there's a lot of custom songs that you can just download for free and play for free. So I don't know if it's really necessary to buy the DLC on the PC. It depends, of course, on the quality of that. So I hope the devs send me a review version of the DLC so that I can try it for you. And of course, for all the PlayStation VR users, this is perhaps a must-have, because you know on the PlayStation VR you cannot play custom songs. Very interesting, the new DLC music pack for Beat Saber. Mark the 19th of April 2019 in your calendar, because this is the release date for Ghost Giant. This will be a very, very cool VR adventure on the PlayStation VR. So we are a Ghost Giant. We will perhaps control this big ghost hand and interact with a very cool and detailed and awesome looking VR world. So we can help the little citizens to get around and stuff and solve puzzles. This will be awesome. I can tell you, I really expect this will be one of the best games this year on the PlayStation VR. So April 19th, guys. The German news page Heise has announced the 5G hub by HTC, or they tried it, and this is very interesting. So perhaps in future all the VR rendering stuff will happen in the cloud and not on our PC. So we don't need a high-end PC perhaps in the future. So how does this work? So this is the little hub here, you see, and your headset connects with this hub, and only thing what the headset needs to do is showing the stuff, send and receive data. Nothing else. There's no need for calculating stuff inside the headset. So everything happens in the cloud. And they tried super hot VR with that, and there was a little latency. So this is the problem they have for now, but they promise in future the latency is so small that you will not experience any latency anymore. So this is very interesting. In many countries there's a problem with the available mobile data. So in Germany perhaps, for example, we only have like 3 or 5 gigabytes of data volume per month. and so you can only play 5 minutes super hot, and then your mobile data is used completely. So this is something that needs to be better in future as well, so that we can take advantage of this technology. We will see. It's very interesting, the 5G hub by HTC. Oculus will handle it very strict what VR games will appear in the Oculus Store for the Quest. So this will be completely different like Steam VR. As we all know, on Steam VR everybody can put every game on the platform. Even if I have some 5 minutes time in my break at school, I can just program a 5-minute game and then upload it to Steam and it will be there. So every game will be on Steam VR, and on the Oculus Quest platform only the best high quality content will appear. So this has advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages, of course, if you go into the store, you can be sure that everything works, is approved by Oculus, and is fun. The disadvantage, of course, is that some indie developer will have only little chances to put their apps on the Oculus Store. So what do you think about that? Do you want it like Steam VR, or do you think this is a great idea, what Oculus does? Write it in the comments under this video. On the German VR news page Frodo, there's a nice article about astronauts learning to walk on Mars in VR. So as I understood, when an astronaut comes back to Earth when he was in space, he has hard times to just walk on planet Earth, because in space there is no gravity, and when you come back to Earth there's of course gravity, and this is hard for you to just walk or navigate around. So there's not a problem, because there are some machines or training simulations on Earth, of course, that you can get used to walk again. But what on planet Mars? There is nobody, there's nothing that you can get used to walk on the Mars when you are a month in space. And this is now trained in virtual reality. So nice. So if you get to planet Mars and then you can walk on planet Mars, you can say, I learned this in virtual reality. So the main topic this week was, of course, the HoloLens 2 announced by Microsoft at the MWC in Barcelona. So Microsoft told us at the presentation that the field of view doubled when you compare it to the old HoloLens. So the old HoloLens had like a 35 degrees field of view. So we all expected that the HoloLens 2 will have 70 degrees field of view, yes. But now they announced that the field of view is only 52 degrees. And this is also very small. It is, when you compare it to the Magic Leap, it's not even much bigger than the Magic Leap. This is a problem. In the vertical, it's even smaller than in the Magic Leap one. So I expected two things from the HoloLens 2: a big field of view and a low price. Both things did not happen. So it's very expensive with $3,500. It's only for business, and the inventor of the HoloLens, Alex Kipman, told us that it's not ready for consumers. This technique is not so far that we can use it at home. There will be several years. For me, I think it will be like 4 years so that we can use this stuff at home. So this will be not expensive and big field of view. We just have to wait several years, guys. The first episode of the upcoming VR adventure game Proze will be released on April 11th, 2019 on Oculus and HTC Vive. I already played the prologue and it was really a lot of fun. The environment was very immersive, the controls were good, the puzzles were really good. It was even a little bit scary inside this Soviet facility. So we have to solve puzzles and solve quests and have to find clues how we can proceed. This is very good. I will of course try this first chapter for you when it is out on April 11th. There was a very curious tweet by one of the Upload VR employees. So he wrote, "Just tried what might be the most comfortable PC VR headset thus far." What is this? So the first guy here answered, "Is this something special?" Of course, he's talking about the Oculus Rift S. This will be, sorry, perhaps upcoming in 2 weeks already. Wow, at the GDC perhaps. And I didn't expect that, to be honest, because Oculus will of course announce the Oculus Quest and some games of the Oculus Quest at the F8 or even on the GDC, we will see. But that the Oculus Rift S will also be announced, this is interesting. So as we know, the Oculus Rift S will perhaps have the inside-out tracking, so we don't need the Oculus sensors anymore. But please note that the inside-out tracking is not as accurate as the Oculus Rift sensor tracking. We have to notice that, and it will be more comfortable than the Oculus Rift, and I'm really looking forward to that. Of course, I will try this headset for you, as I did with all other headsets on this planet. So if you didn't subscribe to my channel, now is the time, so you don't miss anything. There's a really cool game incoming 2019, and this is very, very detailed physics. It's a sandbox game that will be released on Steam VR and Oculus, and let's check it out. Let's check out the trailer now. Look at the detailed VR physics. The crowbar, it's a little bit like Half-Life. Look at this. Wow. Look at the physics of the flashlight and stuff. Look how he's holding this bot. Throwing through the wall, against the wall. Wow. Feels very realistic. Wow. I'm looking forward to that. What up, son? Oh yes. Boneworks, guys. I'm looking forward to that. I think this is the most realistic physics engine that I've ever seen in VR. I really want to try this. I contacted the developers already. They answered me. For now there is no playable version, but I think they will send one to me as soon as it's possible so that I can try it for you. Very, very awesome. Boneworks coming this year, 2019, for HTC Vive and Oculus. There is a new Kickstarter campaign of the world's smallest 2 degrees of freedom motion simulator. So look at this, how small that is. The quarter under this seat is very small, and you can even disassemble all the stuff, so you can put it in one edge of your apartment and leave it there, so it doesn't spend too much space in your room. This is perfect for my little apartment at home, so perhaps I can put it somewhere there. They said if the project is successful, I will get one of them at home, so I can try it for you. But if you want to risk it, you can of course support this Kickstarter campaign. It's like 960 euro, and you will get this one. And the campaign is going for 39 additional days, so it's at the beginning. If you want to support it, you can do it via Kickstarter, and it would be, of course, great if you shared then via Twitter or Facebook that everybody knows about this campaign. Very interesting, and the world's smallest 2 degrees of freedom motion simulator. I have some interesting news from Pimax. I had a video call with them, And there are some interesting stuff. So first I want to say they told me that all 5K plus headsets from the Kickstarter campaign are shipped. Every headset is shipped. The 8K from the Kickstarter will be shipped until end of March. And the pre-orders of the 5K plus will be shipped also until end of March. And after this, the pre-order 8K will be shipped. So this is interesting, of course. I also asked them about the priority. What priority is at Pimax? So the audio head strap is not. It is not priority. The biggest priority from Pimax are these controllers. Every effort they do are with the controllers now. So I asked them, what is the advantage of these controllers and how do they compete with the Knuckles controllers? And there was some very interesting stuff. So these controllers will also have this finger tracking like or hand tracking like we know that from the Knuckles controllers. So the sensors are integrated in the controllers, but they are not activated when they will be shipped. The function will be released later with a PyTool update. This is how I understood that. So very, very interesting. They can really be very good. I tried them on the CES, the first prototype. They felt very good. They felt very good. I also tried the Knuckles controllers and they also feel good. But I think they will have a chance against these controllers because the Knuckles controllers only have a half ring under the controllers, and the Pimax controllers have the whole ring here. So the tracking will be, I think, perfect with them. However, we know Pimax, there could be a quality issue, of course. We will see. I will get these controllers as soon as they are ready. They promised me to ship them and then I will try them for you in the final version. And after this, with some PyTool, the finger tracking will be activated. So this was the first interesting stuff. The second priority is on the base stations and after this, the audio strap and the modules. And the controllers will be released in Q3, they said. I hope this is right, I don't know. And another priority is at the 8KX headset. Very, very interesting. So as we perhaps know, the 8KX will have 2 display ports and 2 signals of 4K going inside the headset. So there is no upscaling. There is pure 4K to 4K. So we need a very powerful PC, of course. And they said they will try to produce the perfect gamer headset. This is interesting. I didn't know this before. And they didn't say much about this. But when they say the perfect headset, I guess this is not the only change they made. So there will be, of course, the better quality, so it will not break in 2 pieces like some do. And it will have an audio head strap and perhaps it will also have OLED. We will know later this year, I think, when they announce that. But expect the 8KX to be really, really different than the normal 8K. I think they learned about the problems with the 8K or the 5K plus, and then they said they will produce the perfect gamer headset. I'm really curious about that. So perhaps the new X-Style will have a competitor, the Pimax 8KX. Very interesting. So that was an interesting video call with Pimax, and they promised me, because I complained about them don't telling me some new information. So I will have a contact with them once per month, a video call, and then I can tell you the newest information from Pimax. That's very interesting. So yeah, that was everything I know about Pimax for now. Okay guys, that was the second episode of my VR and AR weekly news. I hope you liked it. If yes, give me thumbs up. And I want to thank all my patrons for supporting me. If you like to support me, you can do this via Patreon. You get behind the scenes content. Or if you like to support me in another way, you can perhaps buy this cool stuff here. This is a pillow. And it has very, very good quality. I can really recommend this one. It's virtual reality on the other side. Very nice. You can buy it in different colors. Also, you can buy a mug. This is also very good quality. The t-shirts are also good quality, but the socks are not so good quality. I don't recommend to buy them. I don't know why, but this is not so good. I contacted them. Perhaps they will fix the quality. It's very strange here. It's like white lines. You can buy everything from the store, but for now, not the socks. You can also support me via PayPal. You can find the email under the video. So if I get more money out of my work, I can perhaps do more English videos in the future for you. That will be awesome. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE